Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, when they give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahah, Rakak, Wadash. All praise and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who brought us this truth many, many years ago and still to this day preaching us this truth. I want to say shalom to all the men and the women that's learning, teaching, and seeking the Lord out with all sincerity and due diligence. I want to say to you all shalom. Just back with another lesson real quick. We're just going to get straight to the point. I got this video off of Great Hope and Mercy page. He be down there teaching with my cousin in Texas. Shalom to you, King. I just got this video from him yesterday off his page, man. And it was something in this video that they said about the evil empire. And that instantly made me think about Ezekiel 38. So I'm going to play the video up until that point. Like I said, World War III, man, we on the brink of World War III. It's getting, by each day we getting closer. So I'm gonna get into this video again, and then we're gonna go into the scriptures.
Is here tonight in Jerusalem. I'm Pastor Paul Begley. I'm reporting live from the holy city of Jerusalem. You can hear the sirens in the background. You can hear the situation developing. A very critical situation has developed. Vladimir Putin just finished his speech in Russia, and it's, guys, the START treaty is over. Putin has suspended the new START nuclear treaty. All bets are off. The United States has drawn a line in the sand. He really basically has just threatened the world, as he will continue the war with Ukraine. But this thing is bigger than Ukraine. This is going beyond Ukraine. We're now talking about really the line being drawn in the sand between the West and Russia. Matter of fact, Russian President Vladimir Putin, his speech comes just 3 days before the one-year anniversary of the invasion of Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin announced an hour ago that Russia was pulling back from the new START treaty with the United States, which reduces and limits each country's nuclear arsenal. The deal between President Ronald Reagan and Russian President Mikhail Gorbachev is over. And in this regard, I am forced, Putin said, to announce today that Russia is suspending its participation in the Strategic Offensive Arms Treaty. Putin said in his annual address to the nation, just one day after President Joe Biden made a surprise visit to Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. In a long-delayed State of the Nation address, Putin cast Russia and Ukraine as the victims of Western double-dealing. He said Russia's not Ukraine was the only fighting for its very existence. The speech reiterated a litany of grievances that Russia's leader has frequently offered as justification for his widely condemned war and his ignored international demands to pull back from the occupied areas that he's taken in Ukraine, including Crimea. This new START treaty, first signed in April of 2010, which was a renewed deal under President Barack Obama, but then which said U.S. and Russia would have more than 1,500 nuclear warheads deployed at any time, no more than 1,500. That deal's off. Both the United States and Russia are now capable of deploying far more than the allotted nuclear warheads, as Washington and Moscow have a combined total of over 13,000 nuclear warheads. That's 90% of the nuclear warheads in the world, folks. So we don't need this situation developing. We don't need to have the United States and Russia, or Russia and the West, at odds. And by the way, it's not just Russia. When you say Russia, you have to say Iran, North Korea, and China, because that is really the evil empire, if you want to put it that way. That is the coalition that's been built in the world against the United States and its NATO allies. So follow.
See that? So he said Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran are the evil empire, man. And that instantly, as soon as I heard that, instantly brought me here to Ezekiel 38. We're going to get straight to it, man. But you see Russia and ready. They're getting their nuclear missiles ready. Iran, North Korea, they've been sending out testing their nuclear missiles as well. China, you already know, man. If you've been watching news and paying attention and being woke and being a watchman, you already know what's been going on. It's just these people, these 2/3, and these Americans, with their defense systems down in it, they don't even know what's popping right now. So they're going to be in for a surprise. But we're going to get straight into it. It says, we're going to go to Ezekiel 38, verse 2. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog and the chief prince of Machich and Tubal and prophesy against them. So first of all, Gog and Magog, that's Russia. The chief prince of Machich, that's Moscow, that's over there by Russia. And Tubal, that's Tubusk in Turkey, that's over there by Russia as well. And I'm going to show a video of that as well, get some proof for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I took this video.
Right here.
You can't really hear because I'm talking kind of quiet. As you can see, you see the Magog all the way up there, goes up to Russia. Then you see Machich, which is Moscow, that's over there by Russia as well.
European country.
And you see Tubal, that's Tubusk over here by Turkey.
Also part of
See that?
the European countries over there by Russia and whatnot.
And then you see over here
Like I said,
Persia,
is Iran.
which is Iran. See
that?
the Middle Eastern countries.
And,
Then you go down here to Ethiopia, that's the Cushites and all them.
Sudan,
So let's get back to the scriptures. It's just a little proof. And let's continue. It says, Salakia. And 3, and it says, and say, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, and the chief prince of Machich and Tubal. And 4, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords. And basically, that's Russia and them building up their defense system, because at one point, Russia was at a low point during the Soviet Union days, and since that point, over the years, Russia and them and all the smaller countries was able to build up their military to come up against America, because who was the bully? America is the bully, because the Lord blessed Esau with the sword, right? And America they abused that sword by going into other people's countries, crossing borders, setting up military bases, and then taking people natural resources. They're taking their gold, they're taking their money, they're taking drugs, they're stealing their women, raping the kids, taking the kids, just doing all kinds of wicked shit over there, man. And what the Lord said, I would turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws and bring thee forth and arm thine army. So the Lord helped build Russia up with all these other smaller countries, man, to help come up against America. And let's continue. And it says Persia, which we seen was Iran, Ethiopia, which is the Cushites and all them down there, and Libya with them, and all of them with shields and helmets. Next, we're going to 6. It says Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, all his bands, and many people with thee. 7, it says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So that's all these other smaller countries that's going to team up with Russia, man. The Lord telling them all to get ready. Y'all time is coming. It's y'all time to come up against America so we can destroy this place. And let's get a precept for that. The precept for that is Salakia, Joel 3:9. And it start off right there, and it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty man. Let all men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. You see that? Is that, that's a precept that goes with Ezekiel 38, Ezekiel 38, 5-7. So, like I said, all these other nations, that was at a low point, because at one point they was all low. Over the years, they've been building up the military because the Lord been allowing them to. We all know that the Lord is in control, because the Lord says, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaw. He said, I will turn thee back. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord preparing all these small countries and these small militaries to come up and team up against Russia, and Russia will be a guardian to them. They're going to be allies, create an alliance. And the Lord and Russia going to guard them, and they are going to come up against America. So let's continue. And go to 8. It said, after many days thou shalt be visited, in the later days that thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people, against the mountains of Israel, which have always been waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely in them. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm, and thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, though and all thy bands and many people with thee. That's the nuclear missiles. And thus saith Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. And 11, it says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of the unwalled villages, and I will go to them that are at rest and dwell safely, all of them that are dwelling without walls, and neither having bars nor gates. And what's that? They talking about America when it comes to that, man. That's our people, in America. That's not just our people, but the people in America that's not worried about what's going on. They're not paying attention to the news. You know, they worried about eating, being obese, you know, drinking and making merry. You know, they're not even paying attention. You know, the real watchmen, we know what's going on. But the people that's not watching, that's not paying attention to the news, that's just living their life, they're not worried about what's going on, man. So they not even, once they come in here and the enemy should come in like a flood, these people ain't gonna know what hit them. When these blackouts hit, when these nuclear missiles hit, when, you know, martial law come on to, and can, when they come to their streets and block off their street, they not gonna know what's going on, man. You know, where am I at 11? And also too, that goes to the Iron Dome that America had. The Iron Dome ain't gonna work. The Iron Dome is not gonna fucking work, because once they shoot these missiles over here, it's gonna be overwhelmed, man. That's 200 million missiles, man, coming over here and trying to hit America. It's gonna be overwhelmed. The Iron Dome ain't gonna be able to keep up and block every missile. You know what I'm saying? America's gonna get destroyed. You know, that Iron Dome is not gonna fucking work. Let's go to 12. And it says, to take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods and dwell in the midst of the land. And that goes into America as well. You know, because America, we have our own natural resources. You know what I'm saying? But America was blessed with the fatness of the earth, so we like to take everybody else's resources. But America is a trashy country, but we have enough natural resources of our own that we could, you know, have our own natural resources and not take nobody else's. You know what I'm saying? So that's when they say gather out the nations which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. They talking about America. 13, you know, it says Sheba and Dedan, the merchants of Tarshish, with all young lions thereof, shall say unto thee, art thou come to take a spoil? Hast thou gathered thy company to take a prey, to carry away silver and gold, to take away cattle and goods, and take a great spoil? And that's all them other nations teamed up with Russia to help, you know, destroy America. When they see that Russia come in here and see what they doing and bring America down to its knees, everybody else gonna want to team up with Russia and help them out, man, and come in and take some of the spoil, take some of the goods that we have. You know what I'm saying? Everything's gonna be reversed. Let's go to 14. It says, therefore, son of man, prophesy and say unto Gog, thus saith Yahweh, and that day when the people of Israel dwell safely, and thou shalt not know it. And it says, and thou shalt come from thy place out of the north parts, thou and many people with thee, all of them riding upon horses, a great company in a mighty army. That's the other nations as well. And it says, and thou shalt come up against my people Israel as a cloud that covered the land. It shall be in the later days, and I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me, and that I will be sanctified in thee, O Gog, before their eyes. And that goes with I think Isaiah 59 and 19. And the enemy shall come in like a flood. Where's it right here? Yep. And it says, so shall the fear of the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, and the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up the standard against him. So, you know, they not even gonna know, man. Salakia. Hold on. My bad. Go down here. 16, my bad. And it says, yeah, that's when the enemy should come in like a flood, man. Nobody's gonna know what happened to him. That goes to, like I said, Isaiah 59 and 19. You know, because when that cloud come over them, when these enemies come in and raid America, along with China, North Korea, and all those people, man, they not gonna know what hit them. You know what I'm saying? The enemy's gonna come in. Like I said, these people not paying attention, man. They worried about drinking, making merry, eating all this unabominable foods. Worried about a man and a man being a man, a man being a woman, and a woman trying to be a man, a boy trying to have periods. Not identifying themselves as who they want to be. You know, these people not paying attention to what's going on, man. The whole time while they thinking that way, you know, Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, and all these other countries that's helping Russia, man, they getting ready and getting prepared. And look at that, I got a video for that too. Here, look at this video, man. So like, yeah, right here, look at this.
Границы своих возможностей. К черту границы. Ты готов ломать себя? Да, потому что без врага нет боя, а без боя нет победы. Но на самом деле главный враг вчерашний ты. Твоя задача выследить врага.
Girl raised by two moms. I also marched for equality.
It's
I like
sad
to
world,
think I've
man.
been
We worried
defending
about the
freedom
alphabet
from an early
community people
age.
trying to love each other.
Standing
when
at the
Lord
altar
wants
to marry
division.
my other mom. With such powerful role models,
It's crap.
I finished high school at the top of my class. I found it. A way to
What about
prove
school?
my
Your
inner strength
careers here, man, this shit
and
is
maybe
done, man.
shatter
This
some
place gotta go.
stereotypes along the way.
We are fucked. Other countries teach their kids this. Our country tells your boy he can get a period. We're fucked.
See that? And he ain't lying, man. We are. You know what I'm saying? And then Israel, and it said also, like, let's read it again. It said, "Thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as a cloud that covered the land. It should be in the later days, and I will bring thee against the land, and that the heathen may know me, and when thou should be sanctified in thee, O God, before their eyes." And Israel gonna get hit with them nuclear missiles as well, man, because Israel got to get cleansed. You know, they got, you know, they not the real Jews over there. You know, they got them fake ass Jews in our land celebrating Pride Month. You know, they going back and forth with the Philistines, war bombing them, killing all them innocent people. You know what I'm saying? So Israel and them, they got to get, that place got to get cleansed along with America. Only difference is America is not gonna get brought back up. America's going to stay destroyed. Once they hit America, man, and America gets brought down, America will not be built back up. All right, let's go down to 17, and it says, "Thus saith Yahweh, art thou be of whom I have spoken into old time by my servants the prophets of Israel, which have prophesied in those days many years that I will bring thee against them. And it shall come to pass at the same time when Gog shall come against the land of Israel." Like I said, Israel gonna get blasted as well because they gotta get cleansed. Saith Yahweh, that my fury should come up in my face. For my jealousy and the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. So, see? And Israel got to get cleansed too, man, along with America. Only thing is, Israel going to get brought back up, you know, because that's the Holy Land. But, you know, America, once this place gets destroyed, this place will not be brought back up. This place won't even have any remembrance because all the wickedness that they do. Like I said, everything that the Lord stands for, America goes against it. It's like America is literally its own world. They got their own laws. You know, they got their own food, the food killing us, along with the air that we breathe, along with the water that we drink. As you can see, they cause all these natural disasters. You know, was 9/11. That was an inside job. Come on, man. Like, America is the most wicked country on this earth, period. And this is what the place has to get cleansed. It has to go. America has to go. Israel has to get cleansed because, like I said, those people over there, they destroying themselves as well. You know, they not representing the Lord how they supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you know they not the real Jews, because once the real Jews come to place, which is us, the Negroes, Mexicans, Native Americans, you know, all this stuff is going to stop. It won't be no more war. We won't have to teach no more. It won't be no more war. Our minds will be in the right state. Everything will be where it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue. And it says, "So that the fishes in the sea and the fowls in heaven and the beasts of the field, all the creeping things that creep upon the earth, and all men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence. And the mountains shall be thrown down, and the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground." And that's, like I said, that's America getting destroyed. All the mountains gonna get destroyed. Everything gonna know that the Lord is back. Once these nuclear missiles hit, everybody gonna know that that was the Lord. You know, the Lord even said that when He returns, the trees gonna bow, the birds gonna be bowing, everything gonna bow. We gonna bow. We gonna be scared. People gonna be pissing themselves, man. You know, and that's America. And what it said, let's continue real quick. It says, "The earth shall shake in my presence, and the mountains shall be thrown down, and the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground." And that's how that goes to. I keep going. So that's my bookmark, Salakia. Revelation 18 and 21. "And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall the great city of Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all." So once this place get hit, you know, it's going to be ashes at our feet. You know what I'm saying? This place is not going to get built back up. This place is going to be done forever. It's not even going. America's not. Nobody. Once we get into the kingdom and we be in our right minds, we're not even gonna remember this place. It's gonna be like a small memory. Like, damn, remember that place we used to be? It ain't even gonna have that much remembrance of it, man. The Lord's gonna lay it to waste along with Esau, Edom. After 1,000 years of Esau and them being our slaves, the Lord gonna evaporate their ass off this earth as well, along with Babylon. So this place is done, man. This place is done. Oops, Lakia. Sorry. Let's go back to Ezekiel 38. We almost done here. Yep. And 21, it says, I will call for a sword against them throughout my mountains. Saith Yahweh, every man's sword shall be against his brother. And I will plead against him with the pestilence and with the blood, and I will rain upon him and his bands and upon the many people that are within him, an overflowing rain with hailstones, fire, and brimstone. That's the nuclear missiles as well, because once Russia, try to wipe us off the map and get rid of America, that's when they think they gonna come into power along with China and them. But that's when the Lord gonna step in and destroy their ass too. See, the Lord is just using them, right now to help fulfill his plan, which is his plan is to destroy America, destroy the great city of Babylon. It's like he did Sodom and Gomorrah. It's all part of the Lord's plan. That's why at the top the Lord said, I will, let's go to it real quick. He said, I will turn thee back. That's Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. This is his doing. You know what I'm saying? The Lord wants this to happen. You know what I mean? And then 23, it said, thus I will magnify myself, sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they should all know that I am Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. By the time all this is done with, everybody gonna know who Yahweh Shai is, period. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. They gonna know that he the great God of Israel, he's the Almighty, he's the Alpha, the Omega. They gonna know who he is. They gonna know he ain't no white Jesus. They gonna know his name ain't no Jehovah. They gonna know who he is, man. They're gonna know everything that happened. He caused it. He caused Russia and them to build their countries up, not them on their own. The white man is a proud man. The heart of their pride has deceived thee. That's in the book of Obadiah. They're not gonna give all their praise and glory to the Lord. They think they doing it, but they only doing it because the Lord isn't allowing them to. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, man, get ready because the time is getting closer more and more each day. Russia and them getting ready, Iran getting ready, North Korea and them getting ready, China getting ready. Like he said, the evil empire is getting ready to come up against America and destroy it. Even America's own allies gonna turn against him, man. Everybody gonna want to team up and get America because America is the worst country in the world. Period. Point blank. Period. However you want to put it. So I truly hope this lesson was edifying. I want to say, Kohala Yahweh Bashmi Al Shah Bashim Kakadash. Shalom.